students. Today we are going to see about the Rutherford alpha particle scattering experiment. Rutherford and his associates studied the scattering of the alpha particle by a thin gold foil in order to investigate the structure of the atom. An alpha particle is a positively charged particle having a mass equal to that of a helium atom and positive charge in magnitude which is equal to the twice the charge of an electron. They are emitted by many radioactive elements. The scattering of alpha particle provide useful information about the structure of the atom. So these are the simple experimental arrangement setup of Rutherford alpha particle scattering. A fine pencil of alpha particle was obtained from the radioactive material like helium or radon or polonium, which are placed inside of the lead box with a narrow opening as shown in the figure 8.9. The alpha particle are emitted from the source in all the possible direction, but only a narrow beam emerges from the lead box. The remaining alpha particles are observed in the lead box itself. After passing through the diaphragms of D1 and D2, a narrow beam of alpha particle incident on a thin gold foil, which are scattered through different angles. The scattered alpha particles strike a fluorescent screen, which are coated with zinc sulfide. When the alpha particle strikes the screen, tiny flashes of lights are produced. These observations can be made with the help of a low power microscope. Observation and conclusions. Most of the alpha particles either pass through a straight line, the gold foil, or were observed or scattered by only small angles of the order of a few degrees. These observations led to the conclusion that alpha particles have lot of empty space as shown in the figure 8.10. A few of the alpha particles were scattered in the backward direction, which led Rutherford to conclude that the whole of the positive charge was concentrated at a tiny space of 10 to the power of minus 14 meter. This region of atom was named as called nucleus. Only a small number of alpha particles approaches the nucleus of the atom and they were deflected at the larger angle. So our next topic, distance of the closest approach. An alpha particle directed towards the center of the nucleus will move closer up to a distance of r0 as shown in the figure, where the kinetic energy will appear as electrostatic potential energy. After this, the alpha particle begins to retraces the same path, which means retraces to the same path. The distance r0 is known as called the distance of the closest approach, where Ek is called kinetic energy of the alpha particle, which is equal to half m square. Since charge of an alpha particle is twice the charge of an electron, which is 2 into E, and that of the nucleus of the atom is called Zt. The electrostatic potential energy of the alpha particle when at a distance of r0 from the center of the nucleus is given by the potential energy is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 divided by r0. This is a simple equation of electric potential energy of the two charges. Here q1 represent to the charge of the alpha particle, which is equal to 2 into E. q2 is represent to the charge of the electron Zt. So Ep is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2A into Zt divided by r0, where Z is called atomic number of the atom, epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space. On reaching the distance of the closest approach r0, the kinetic energy of the alpha particle appears as potential energy, which means kinetic energy is equal to the potential energy. By equating the two equations, kinetic energy is equal to potential energy. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Zt into 2E divided by R0 is equal to half m square. By rearranging the equation, we are going to determine the value of R0, where R0 is the distance of the closest approach. We can get this equation. The value of R0 is equal to 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught 4 Zt square by half m square. These are the very expected and important 5 mark question, distance of the closest approach. Thank you.